Retirement shouldn't feel like a never-ending struggle to make ends meet. Yet, for many, staying in the US or other high-cost countries means watching their Social Security vanish faster than a free buffet at a family reunion. But what if I told you there are stunning places where your pension stretches further, your stress levels drop, and your quality of life skyrockets? Welcome to Restful Wealth, where we help you make smart retirement choices without breaking the bank. In this video, 10 best countries to retire on a small pension or Social Security you won't regret. We're uncovering incredible destinations where rent doesn't cost a fortune, healthcare won't drain your savings, and a delicious meal won't require taking out a second mortgage. These aren't just affordable places, they're dream destinations where retirees thrive. So, if you're tired of pinching pennies and want to retire in a place where your dollar actually means something, stick around. You might be surprised at just how far your budget can take you. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button for more expert tips on retiring smart. Now let's explore where your money works for you, not against you. Number 10. Nicaragua. The land where your Social Security check isn't just a survival tool, but a passport to a life of affordable adventure. If you've ever dreamed of sipping coffee on a sun-drenched patio, surrounded by colorful colonial architecture, while not stressing about rent, then welcome to Granada. This charming city on the shores of Lake Nicaragua looks like a European getaway, but comes at a fraction of the cost. Let's talk numbers. Because let's be honest, your bank account is the real decision-maker here. You can rent a beautiful one-bedroom apartment in the city center for around $400 a month, and if you're feeling fancy and want a place with a pool, you're still looking at under $800. A meal at a local restaurant? Try $3 to $5. That's less than a cup of designer coffee back home. And speaking of coffee, Nicaragua's beans are world-class, so you'll be caffeinating like a king without breaking the bank. But affordability isn't the only reason retirees are making Nicaragua home. The healthcare system here is surprisingly solid, with private hospitals in Managua offering high-quality care at a fraction of U.S. prices. A doctor's visit? $25 or less. Prescription medications? Often 50% cheaper than what you'd pay up north. No insurance headaches, no jaw-dropping medical bills, just straightforward, budget-friendly healthcare. Now, before you start packing your bags, let's address the elephant in the room: safety. Nicaragua has had its share of political bumps, but expat-friendly areas like Granada and San Juan del Sur remain peaceful and welcoming. Plus, Nicaraguans are some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. They won't just wave at you on the street, they'll invite you in for gallo pinto, a delicious rice and beans dish, and a cold Tonya beer. So if you're looking for a place where your dollar stretches, your stress shrinks, and your sense of adventure soars, Nicaragua might just be your perfect retirement destination. Stick around, because up next, we've got an even more exciting spot on the list. Number 9. Philippines. If you've ever dreamed of retiring on a tropical island, but thought your Social Security check would barely cover sunscreen, let me introduce you to the Philippines, where paradise comes with a price tag even your wallet will love. With over 7,000 islands, you have more choices than a kid in a candy store. Whether you prefer white sandy beaches, laid-back mountain towns, or bustling city life, there's a perfect spot, just waiting for you to claim your hammock. Let's talk cost of living, because that's the real game changer here. In the Philippines, you can rent a modern one-bedroom apartment near the beach for $300 to $500 a month. Want to splurge on a high-rise condo in Manila? You're still looking at under $1,000. A full meal at a local restaurant? $3 to $5, and that includes fresh seafood that would cost a small fortune back home. Even better, you can hire full-time household help for about $200 a month, because let's be honest, retirement should mean fewer chores, not more. But affordability is just the beginning. One of the biggest perks of retiring here is the Special Resident Retirees Visa, SRV. Unlike some countries that make you jump through flaming bureaucratic hoops, the Philippines makes it ridiculously easy to stay. With a modest deposit and proof of pension, you are in. No headaches, no visa drama, just smooth sailing into your island retirement. And let's not forget the English factor. While learning a new language can be fun, it's also nice to order a meal without accidentally requesting something that still has tentacles. Luckily, English is widely spoken, so there's no awkward game of charades when asking for directions or handling medical needs. Speaking of which, healthcare here is solid. High-quality private hospitals, well-trained doctors, and costs that are a fraction of what you'd pay in the US. A doctor's visit? Around $20. Prescription meds? Half the price or less. Of course, like anywhere, choosing the right area matters. While Manila can be chaotic, places like Dumaguete, Cebu, and Palawan offer that perfect mix of affordability, beauty, and safety. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly, hassle-free tropical retirement, the Philippines might just be your perfect match. Stick around. Next on the list is another incredible destination that could be your dream retirement spot. Number 8. Costa Rica. Costa Rica isn't just a place to retire, it's a place to thrive. If the idea of sipping fresh coconut water on a sun-kissed beach or hiking through lush rainforests sounds like a retirement dream, then this little Central American gem is calling your name. And here's the kicker. You might just live longer by moving here. Seriously, the Nicoya Peninsula is one of the world's famed blue zones, meaning people here routinely make it past 90 while still riding bicycles, farming, and probably outpacing you in a morning hike. So, what's their secret? Fresh food, an active lifestyle, and pura vida. That's Costa Rica's unofficial motto, meaning pure life, and they actually live by it. No rush, no stress, just a lot of sunshine, fresh fruit, and a whole lot of smiling. And don't worry, all this healthy living doesn't come at a steep price. In fact, a comfortable life here costs around $1,500 to $2,000 a month, including rent, food, and even the occasional dinner out with friends. A one-bedroom apartment? $500 to $800 in most areas. And then there's the healthcare system, which is both affordable and high quality. The public healthcare system allows legal residents to access medical care for a small monthly fee, as low as $100 to $150 based on income. But if you prefer private healthcare, it's still way cheaper than in the US, with doctor visits averaging $50 and prescriptions costing a fraction of what you'd pay back home. Another huge plus? Costa Rica is one of the safest and most politically stable countries in Latin America. No military, no political turmoil, just a peaceful nation that prioritizes education, healthcare, and nature conservation. Oh, and did I mention it's insanely beautiful? Think beaches, volcanoes, rainforests, and waterfalls, all within a short drive. So if you're looking for a retirement destination where your money stretches, your stress melts away, and your lifespan might just increase, Costa Rica should be high on your list. But stick around, because next up is another country that might just steal your heart. Number 7. Panama. If you're looking for a retirement destination where your dollar stretches further than a yoga instructor in a warm-up routine, Panama is calling your name. This little gem isn't just tropical beaches and modern city skylines, it also happens to offer one of the most generous retiree benefit programs on the planet. Yes, you read that right. In a world where senior discounts usually get you 10 cents off a cup of coffee, Panama practically rolls out the red carpet for retirees. Enter the Pensionado program, the golden ticket to a budget-friendly, stress-free retirement. This isn't just a small discount here and there. Panama slashes prices for retirees on just about everything. We're talking 25% off utility bills, 50% off entertainment, 25% off airfare, and up to 20% off medical care. Even prescription meds get the discount treatment. It's like being part of an exclusive VIP club. Except instead of flashing a platinum credit card, you just have to show proof of your pension. And speaking of money, let's talk about how easy life is when your currency doesn't play mind games with you. Panama uses the US dollar, meaning no confusing exchange rates, no weird conversion fees, just smooth sailing when managing your retirement budget. Rent? Around $700 to $1,500 for a nice apartment in most areas. A delicious local meal? $5 to $8. That extra cash in your pocket means more sunset cocktails, fewer worries. But what really makes Panama special is its perfect blend of modern comforts and natural beauty. Want big city amenities with first-world healthcare and infrastructure? Panama City has got you covered. Prefer a laid-back beach town or a cool mountain retreat? Places like Boquete and Coronado offer stunning scenery, fresh air, and a slower pace of life. And let's not forget the weather, because Panama decided seasons were overrated. No hurricanes, no freezing winters, just year-round warmth and sunshine. So if you want a retirement that feels like a permanent vacation with VIP benefits, Panama might just be the place for you. But hang tight, because the next country on our list has its own way of making retirement a dream. Number 6. Vietnam. If you want to retire somewhere you're treated like royalty without actually needing a royal budget, Vietnam is your place. Unlike some countries where aging feels like a slow descent into invisibility, Vietnamese culture actually respects and honors elders. That's right, here being a retiree doesn't mean getting side-eyed for ordering a second cup of coffee at the cafe. Instead, you're likely to be greeted with warm smiles, friendly conversations, and maybe even a discounted bowl of pho, just for being wise and experienced. But let's talk about that budget-friendly lifestyle, because Vietnam is a retiree's dream when it comes to cost of living. In many parts of the country, you can live comfortably on $1,000 to $1,500 a month. And that's not just surviving, that's thriving. Rent, a modern apartment with a view, can cost as little as $400 a month. Food, Vietnam has some of the best street food on earth, and a hearty, flavorful meal can cost you as little as $2 or to $3. That's less than your daily coffee budget back home. And let's talk about where you'd live. Cities like Da Nang and Hoi An offer the perfect mix of scenic beauty, modern amenities, and thriving expat communities. Da Nang has stunning beaches, a growing nightlife, and an international airport that keeps you well connected. Hoi An? It's a UNESCO-listed town straight out of a postcard, where lantern-lit streets, historic charm, and riverside cafes create a magical retirement setting. Beyond affordability, Vietnam offers something even more priceless: a vibrant lifestyle with endless adventures. Fancy waking up to the sound of ocean waves? Done. Prefer sipping strong Vietnamese coffee while watching life unfold in a bustling market? Easy. Want to explore breathtaking mountains, serene rice fields, or lively cities full of energy? You'll never run out of places to go. Now, we've still got more incredible retirement destinations coming up. So stick with us. Thanks for watching this far. You're clearly serious about finding the best place to retire. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and drop a comment on which country has caught your eye so far. Now, let's move on to the next destination. Number 5. Thailand. Ever dreamed of living like a VIP without the VIP price tag? Well, in Thailand, you can retire in style without worrying that your bank account will evaporate faster than an ice cube in Bangkok's summer heat. This country is the ultimate champagne lifestyle on a beer budget destination, except in Thailand, even the beer is ridiculously cheap. Let's talk numbers. In Chiang Mai, one of the most popular retirement havens, you can rent a modern, fully furnished apartment with a pool and a gym for under $500 a month. That's not a typo. And when it comes to food, forget overpriced frozen dinners. Gourmet meals in Thailand cost as little as $3. You can feast on fresh seafood, fragrant curries, and crispy spring rolls for the price of a sad fast food combo back home. And healthcare? Thailand isn't just a paradise for beach lovers. It's also a medical tourism hotspot. The hospitals in Bangkok and Chiang Mai are so high-tech and efficient that some Westerners actually fly here just for treatment. The best part? You'll pay a fraction of what you'd shell out in the US or Europe, and you won't have to sell a kidney to afford decent care. Now, about those beaches, because let's be honest, Thailand's coastline looks like it was photoshopped by the travel gods. Whether it's the turquoise waters of Phuket, the hidden coves of Krabi, or the laid-back vibe of Koh Samui, you'll never run out of tropical perfection. And if you prefer mountains over beaches, Chiang Mai and Pai offer lush green landscapes, cool weather, and a peaceful escape from city life. Thailand also makes retirement ridiculously easy. The country offers a retirement visa for people over 50, so you don't have to jump through flaming bureaucratic hoops just to stay. And with a huge expat community, you'll never feel out of place. Unless, of course, you insist on eating with a fork instead of mastering the humble spoon. Fun fact: Thai people mostly use a spoon and fork, not chopsticks. So if you're ready to trade stress for sunsets, bills for bliss, and overpriced rent for affordable paradise, Thailand might just be your perfect retirement destination. Number 4. Colombia. Colombia might just be the best-kept secret in affordable luxury retirement. And no, we're not talking about the outdated stereotypes from old Hollywood movies. These days, Colombia is known for stunning landscapes, vibrant culture, and one of the best healthcare systems in Latin America. In fact, Medellin's healthcare ranks higher than the US in some global ratings, and that's saying something when you consider that a hospital visit in America can cost more than a first-class vacation. Let's talk about your budget. In Colombia, your Social Security check stretches like yoga pants after Thanksgiving dinner. The country's pensionado visa only requires proof of $850 per month in income. Yes, you read that right. That means you could qualify to retire here just by collecting a modest pension or Social Security check. And once you're in, the cost of living is so low you might start feeling guilty. A modern, furnished apartment in Medellin? Around $500 a month. A gourmet meal with wine? Less than $10. It's like someone flipped the pricing switch back to the 90s. And then there's the weather. If you're tired of shoveling snow or sweating through scorching summers, Medellin, aka the city of eternal spring, delivers perfect 72-degree temperatures year-round. That's right, no snowstorms, no heat waves, just perpetual springtime bliss. Now let's get back to healthcare. Colombia's hospitals and clinics are world-class, with highly trained doctors, many educated in the US and Europe, state-of-the-art equipment, and medical costs up to 70% cheaper than in the United States. You can see a specialist for as little as $30, and if you need surgery, you won't have to sell a kidney to afford it, because they'll fix your kidney at a fraction of US prices. Beyond the affordability and quality of life, Colombians are warm, welcoming, and full of life. Whether you want to spend your days sipping coffee in the heart of the coffee triangle, salsa dancing in Cali, or soaking up the Caribbean vibes in Cartagena, there's a perfect spot for every retiree. So, if you're looking for first-world healthcare, a lively culture, and a cost of living so low it feels like cheating, Colombia might just be your dream retirement destination. Number 3. Portugal. Portugal is Europe's best-kept secret for retirees, and honestly, it's surprising more people aren't packing their bags and heading there already. Stunning coastal views, medieval cities, top-tier healthcare, and pastries so good they should be illegal, Portugal is the whole retirement package, and it doesn't require a millionaire's bank account to enjoy it. Let's talk about the real MVP of Portugal's retirement appeal: tax benefits. Because let's be honest, retirement should be about enjoying life, not giving Uncle Sam a farewell gift every tax season. With Portugal's non-habitual resident (NHR) program, you can pay zero taxes on foreign pension income for up to 10 years. That means if you're living off Social Security, a pension, or other passive income, Portugal basically tells you, keep it all, enjoy your wine. Speaking of affordability, Portugal is one of the cheapest places to live in Western Europe. A cozy apartment in a charming town? $700 a month. A 3-course meal at a nice restaurant? Under $15. A glass of high-quality Portuguese wine? Sometimes less than $2. At this rate, retirement in Portugal might actually be cheaper than staying home and dealing with rising costs in the US. But Portugal isn't just easy on the wallet, it's also incredibly easy on the soul. The country is consistently ranked as one of the safest in the world, and the locals are known for their warm hospitality and laid-back lifestyle. The Algarve region in particular is a retirement paradise. Think golden beaches, fresh seafood, and sunshine nearly year-round. And let's not forget healthcare. Because at this stage, a good healthcare system is non-negotiable. Portugal's public and private healthcare options are high quality and extremely affordable. In fact, you can see a specialist for as little as $50, and a full coverage private health insurance plan can cost as little as $50 to $100 per month. So Portugal checks every single retirement box: affordability, tax perks, safety, incredible food, and a relaxed pace of life that feels like a permanent vacation. And the best part? Unlike other parts of Europe where learning the local language is a must, many Portuguese people speak English, making your transition ridiculously smooth. Portugal isn't just a place to retire, it's a place to truly live. But we're not done yet. Two more countries on this list are about to blow your mind. Number 2. Ecuador. If you're looking for a retirement destination that treats you like royalty without requiring a king's budget, Ecuador might just be your throne. This South American gem isn't just affordable, it actually rewards you for getting older. Seriously, Ecuador takes the phrase "respect your elders" to a whole new level. Let's start with the senior discounts, which aren't just a few cents off your morning coffee. No, Ecuador goes all out. Half-price airfare, 50% off public transportation, discounted utility bills, and even reduced ticket prices for cultural events, movies, and sporting matches. Imagine flying across the country for half the price while sipping on a $2 glass of wine in a beautiful Andean cafe. Retirement goals? Achieved. And let's talk about variety, because Ecuador has more climate options than a confused thermostat. Love the beach? The Pacific coast has warm, tropical vibes and affordable beachfront living. Prefer eternal spring? Cuenca, one of the top expat destinations, sits high in the Andes with mild sweater weather temperatures year-round. Want a little adventure? Ecuador is home to rainforests, cloud forests, and even the Galapagos Islands, so your retirement can feel like a National Geographic documentary, minus the expensive production costs. Now, let's talk cost of living. Ecuador consistently ranks as one of the most affordable places to retire. In Cuenca, for example, you can rent a modern apartment for $500, eat at a nice restaurant for $3 to $5, and get fresh produce from local markets at jaw-dropping prices. Basically, your Social Security check stretches further here than it does back home, and you won't have to choose between groceries and going out for dinner. And here's the cherry on top. Ecuador's healthcare system is high quality and shockingly affordable. Many doctors trained in the US or Europe, and you can see a specialist for as little as $40. Even private health insurance won't break the bank, costing as little as $70 per month. So let's recap. A ridiculously low cost of living, built-in retiree discounts, stunning scenery, year-round pleasant weather, and excellent healthcare. At this point, Ecuador is practically paying you to retire there. And guess what? We still have one more country to reveal, our number 1 pick. Stay tuned. Number 1. Mexico. At the very top of our list, Mexico. And honestly, are we even surprised? This country has been an expat and retiree magnet for decades, and for good reason. It checks every single box: affordability, easy residency, world-class healthcare, breathtaking scenery, and tacos so good they might just bring a tear to your eye. First up, residency, because moving abroad shouldn't feel like filing taxes. Mexico's Residente Temporal visa is one of the easiest to obtain, requiring proof of just $2,600 per month in income. And guess what? After 4 years, you can apply for permanent residency. No bureaucratic nightmares involved. Unlike other countries that treat retirees like financial puzzles to solve, Mexico practically rolls out the welcome mat. Now let's talk healthcare. Because let's face it, nobody wants to spend their golden years worrying about hospital bills. Mexico's Seguro Popular and IMSS programs provide affordable, high-quality medical care. And if you prefer private healthcare, no problem. Even top-tier hospitals charge a fraction of what you'd pay in the US. Imagine getting an MRI for $300 instead of $3,000. That's the kind of math we love. And then there's the cost of living. Whether you're settling in the colonial charm of San Miguel de Allende, the beach paradise of Puerto Vallarta, or the vibrant streets of Mexico City, your Social Security check will stretch like never before. Rent can be as low as $500 a month. A gourmet meal costs around $10, and local markets overflow with fresh produce for pennies on the dollar. At this point, retiring in Mexico isn't just smart, it's financially genius. And let's not forget the culture. Mexicans have a deep respect for family and community, making it easy for retirees to feel at home. Whether you're learning Spanish, dancing at a local festival, or simply sipping a margarita on the beach at sunset, you'll quickly realize this is the retirement you always dreamed of. And that, folks, wraps up our list of the top 10 best countries to retire on a small pension or Social Security. So, what do you think? Which country caught your eye the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and share this with anyone dreaming of an affordable, adventure-filled retirement. Until next time, happy planning, and even happier retiring.